NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, the Department of Justice opens an investigation into a Sauk Prairie police officer. Plus, a book reading first canceled by a local school district under threat of a lawsuit will be read twice today. And we'll bring you the latest polls on the presidential election on both sides of the aisle. Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Christine Belport. Ashley Matthews has the day off. Well, a little winter surprise early this morning. Overnight snowfall accumulations throughout our viewing area. This is what it looked like in Madison today. Let's check in now with Carlos to see how much more snow we might get today.
No more. We're done.
I'm like, I can't even say it.
Well, it's a good question, Christine, because
I love snow, though.
Well, here's the thing: is it not just? Well, then I have some bad news for you. Not just today, but we're done for the day. We're done for the week on snowfall. In fact, we've got a very dry forecast out ahead of us and much warmer temperatures. So for now, get out and enjoy what we do have. The little amount of snow, just a little bit to freshen things up. Nice little dusting to bring in the Christmas spirit. Then we're going to be getting into the, I guess, much more summer-like conditions? Okay, well, it'll be sunny. Yeah, it'll be sunny, but definitely not warmer. Here's all of our snowfall activity on Sky Tracker HD. Even the stuff up to the northwest, just west of Juneau County, rapidly dissipating. It doesn't mean we don't have a chance for maybe seeing one or two more flurries this afternoon, but more than likely, we're just looking at cloudy skies. It's a chilly mid-morning day right now. 30 degrees for the current temperature. We'll see those bump up to around the mid-30s before dropping back off into the upper 20s tonight. Maybe one or two little isolated flurries here or there, but for the most part, we're done with the snow. And we'll be talking a lot more sunshine and temperatures near 50 degrees in the extended forecast. It's a forecast you won't want to miss. I'll have that in just a few minutes, Christine.
Feels like we're going back to late March. Carlos, thank you. New at 11, a Sauk Prairie police officer has been arrested. Police say they initiated an investigation in regards to a public integrity issue involving Matt Alt. Alt has not been formally charged. They say he was placed on administrative leave pending an internal department investigation. The Sauk Prairie Police Department requested DCI conduct an independent criminal investigation. Two readings of a book about a transgender girl will be held in Mount Horeb today. A 6-year-old at Mount Horeb Primary Center identifies as a girl, and the school and her mother wanted to make her transition easier. But the school district canceled plans for students to read I Am Jazz after a group in Florida threatened to sue, saying the district would violate parental rights. The first reading will be held this morning by Mount Horeb High School's Straight and Gay Alliance. The second will be a parent at the Mount Horeb Library. The Wisconsin Supreme Court will not reopen the John Doe investigation into Governor Scott Walker's recall campaign. The probe had looked into Walker's recall campaign and whether it illegally coordinated with conservative groups in 2011 and 2012. The Supreme Court closed the probe in July and upheld its decision this morning. And now, in our Decision 2016 coverage, Donald Trump remains on top of the Republican presidential field in the latest national poll. In a Quinnipiac University national poll, Trump leads with 27%. At a distant number two, 17%, Marco Rubio. Dr. Ben Carson's poll numbers continue to slide. He's now tied in third with Ted Cruz with 16%. Last month, Carson was polling at 23%. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton continues to have a commanding lead over Bernie Sanders, 60 to 30%, compared to 53 to 35% a month ago. And in a head-to-head presidential showdown between Clinton and Trump, Clinton comes out ahead, 47 to 41%. Well, Black Friday apparently was a very big day for gun sales. The FBI says more Americans had background checks conducted for gun purchases that day than on any other day on record. More than 185,000 requests were processed. That is 5% more than the previous Black Friday. The Pentagon says it is unleashing U.S. special forces to carry out raids and gather intelligence on ISIS in Iraq and Syria. NBC's Richard Engel reports.
After the U.S., France, and Russia have been bombing ISIS strongholds, today the UK decides if it too will bomb ISIS in Syria. This following new tough talk from Defense Secretary Ash Carter saying that after Paris, more needs to be done to defeat ISIS.
We're at war. Tens of thousands of U.S. personnel are operating in the broader Middle East region. More are on the way.
On their way are U.S. special ops to Iraq.
These special operators will over time be able to conduct raids, free hostages, gather intelligence, and capture ISIL leaders.
But will it change the battlefield? It's not really different from what Washington is already doing. Special ops were operating in Iraq in October. Commandos from the top-secret Delta Force joined Kurdish fighters to raid an ISIS prison and freed dozens of hostages. One American was killed. What's new now is that the Iraqi government, which complained it wasn't informed, is supposedly on board.
Raids in Iraq will be done at the invitation of the Iraqi government and focused on defending its borders and building the ISF's own capability. This force will also be in a position to conduct unilateral operations in Syria.
But only a tiny force will be carrying out those raids. Little change to a strategy critics say is too slow and underestimates the ISIS threat.
And that was Richard Engel reporting. Now, after downplaying ISIS as a local group, U.S. intelligence now says the group has international aspirations and is an international threat. The University of Colorado will ensure the legacy of a fallen police officer, that it lives on. Administrators have announced the creation of a scholarship in memory of Officer Garrett Swayze. Swayze was fatally shot last week while responding to the mass shooting at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado Springs. Swayze was a campus officer at the city's University of Colorado campus. A recall stemming from an E. coli scare now includes products sold at major grocery chains. Contaminated celery from Taylor Farms Pacific was found to be the source of Costco's chicken salad recall we told you about last week. Yesterday, the FDA expanded that recall. It now includes 155,000 items such as salad kits and vegetable trays. Stores involved include Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, and Target. Well, they're hoping the rains of last night and this morning will let up in New York City tonight for the annual Christmas tree lighting at Rockefeller Center. 45,000 multicolored LED lights will be lit on the 78-foot-tall Norway spruce. Performances will include Mary J. Blige, James Taylor, and others.
That's my favorite thing about Christmas is the music. Such great music, from the carols to the sort of more pop sort of songs, and it's really gets you in the mood.
It does. Tonight's tree lighting continues a tradition that began back in 1933. And by the way, it all airs tonight right here on NBC 15 at 7 o'clock. And this holiday season, we hope you'll consider donating to our Share Your Holidays to Eliminate Hunger campaign. There are so many ways you can help thousands of local families struggling to put food on their tables. You can make a donation at a Madison area credit union, or with the click of a button, you can make an online donation through our website. Just click Share Your Holidays. Remember, just $1 equals 3 meals.